It is Z100. Brett Andrews hanging out with my dude Knaan. Just got done performing for the staff here at the radio station. Excellent. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for hanging with us today. So, listen, I was doing kind of like the little background research that I like to do, and I think...
found out about my criminal record.
I found out, man. Don't worry. I'll tell people you were with me between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. on that date. We're
Thanks.
good. We're good. No, what I wanted to ask you was, you grew up in Somalia, and then you guys came over here, and now you're based in Canada, right?
In Toronto.
So, I got to imagine growing up in a place like Somalia with all the turmoil of that area, how much has that affected what you do in your life musically and kind of artistically?
Well, it's unavoidable, the kind of effect that something like that would have on somebody. But I think mostly it affected my perspective on things. Mm-hmm. And I think perspective is what informs music and how you see the world. Is what you write, so it's been a big part of me.
It's interesting because listening to your music, there's so much positivity in your music.
Yeah.
But where you come from, there's a lot of negativity. So how does that? I mean, how were you able to overcome so much of that stuff to, have such a positive outlook, as you say?
Yeah, I mean, there's also positives where I come from. Where, it's just they're not. You can't experience them in the same way that you experience the negative.
Right.
We don't know that we're healthy. We know when we're sick.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're always realizing what's wrong rather than what's right. So if I'm honest, there's some beautiful things about growing up in Somalia, but obviously there's been some really difficult things also. And for me, the idea that my negative experiences should make me a negative person is kind of opposite to my perspective. I feel like experiencing negative things should only want to make you be positive.
That's awesome. I love that. One of the things that I've found a lot in your music is you love to do collaborations. There's a lot of big stars from Nelly Furtado to Bono.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that Bono was one of your kind of heroes, and it was cool that you got to do a song with him. What's a dream collab for you?
I'm like in my dream collaborations almost all the time. It's kind of amazing actually to have worked with Bono and to have worked with Nas and to have worked with people I love, Mos Def, Damian Marley, and now Keith Richards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Keith Richards. I mean.
Yeah, I know.
That's huge.
I know. What do you do after that?
How do you top that? How do you top that? You gotta go. I
know. I'm gonna quit. Basically.
Just quit. Or go like super subpar. Go like someone really someone you would never think of working with.
Yeah, no. I've been
Travis Tritt or something like that. Randy Travis. The Olsen
did try
twins.
to call. I'm trying to get a hold of Rebecca Black.
Oh, we actually got a hookup. We can get you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we got hookups in that.
I need some really I need some.
Her phone number's on Facebook. I
need
think,
obvious
so
lyrics,
Yeah.
I need somebody to
Which
state the
seat
facts.
should I choose, the front seat or the back seat?
I love that girl though. She's so amazing to have so. I don't know if it's lost on her that you know what I mean. I love the idea that the sky is blue. It's like, oh shit! You drop some science on us right
Man.
That's so sweet though. There's something kind of endearing about
man,
that.
I just woke up. I gotta have my cereal.
You know what I mean?
Otherwise, you can't start the day.
Why didn't we think of that?
Man, everyone's trying to be so poetic, but you just gotta state the obvious apparently, and get 3 million hits on YouTube. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
So, Rebecca Black, if you're listening, if you're watching, which you probably are because you don't have anything else to do, Knaan wants to hook it up, make it happen.
I like you, all right? I'm not even dissing. She's just so cute, too.
The new album drops later this summer.
Yeah.
What can we expect on this album?
It's called Country God or the Girl, and it's a real personal kind of an album. Because, I mean, even though I'm known for writing about personal struggles, I've only really written about personal struggles as far as the context in which they are in external context. Like war would be an external
See, if Rebecca
thing.
Black was here right now, she'd be so confused about what you're talking about right now.
That's why I want to work with her. Like, what's the person? But anyway, like the relationship I have with this album is that I really wrote songs that are like the non-external conflicts, which are I find harder to deal with. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, war is really tough, but wait till like you get a heartbreak,
right?
And it's like, it's crazy that people would like, people think I'm crazy for saying something like that. I've had the privilege of experiencing both.
Of course.
And I'll tell you, man, like when something is inside you and warring within, there's nothing like it. So I'm writing a lot about that on this record.
Tell me about your writing process. I like to ask artists, you know, do you write music first or do you write lyrics first? How does it go from an idea in your head to a song?
It should never really be an idea in your head. If it's an idea in your head, it's not a song. It's songs are something you just experience, and that, like when they feel true and real to us is because somebody's channeled something that they're experiencing. But like anybody can have good ideas,
right?
You know, and you can't like impose, on a song all your ideas. So sometimes you'll find, like, you hear a song and you're like, if only there's something about this song, it could be so great, but it's not. I find that that's when artists take an idea and they take inspiration and they try to jam them together. I just like to write inspiration rather than, so I'll just be in the middle of a song because something has happened, a melody has come, or like a feeling hit me, and I'm like, I'm writing this feeling, this actual feeling.
Just kind of let it flow organically.
Yeah. You know, like that song, the one with Bono that I sang for your staff a little bit earlier. Like the lyrics go, literally the first lyric is, I've been waiting for you to come to your senses. That's not somebody's idea. That's just what I'm feeling.
Right.
And you just write that down, and that's a song.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Well, we're super excited for the album. Thank you so much for swinging by, and we wish you a lot of success.
Thank you very much.
All right, man. It is Z100.